Hey everybody, welcome to Chatting with Chops. Today we're going to try and make some strawberry white chocolate muffins. Have you ever been to one of those places where you try something that tastes so yummy and you're like, I want to try and see if I can make that. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our 12 tablespoons of stick butter. Remember, I don't know if y'all have noticed on any of my other videos, but I like to cut up my butter a little bit just to make it a little bit easier on my mixer. So we have 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. We're going to put that in there. And then we have 1/3 cup of white sugar. I'm going to set that in there. While this is mixing up, we're going to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. And then you're going to want to put your little muffin liners into your muffin tray while you're letting this mix. Kind of multitasking. All right, so the next thing we want to do is add in our eggs. I've got 3 large eggs here, and we're going to add them in one at a time. And just let it beat at low speed to get all mixed in. All right, I want to do a good little scrape down the sides and the bottom. Now we are going to add in our vanilla, which we need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I usually overdo it a little bit with my vanilla just because I love how it tastes. And now we're going to add in our milk, which we have 1/2 cup of just regular whole milk. Okay. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of sour cream. And I've just got regular plain old sour cream, which is 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. Let's push this up a little bit so we can get to everything. All right, now we're going to mix that in real good. All right, so the next thing we want to do is bring our flour together. So this is 2.5 cups of just regular purpose flour. And then we want to put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We want 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I just want to mix that in just a little bit so that when it goes into my muffin, the wet mix, it's not all the salt in one place. Okay, and now we're just going to slowly start mixing this in. As you see, I've talked about this on previous videos. I like to have all my ingredients out in one place, and that way I can slowly move them into my recipe and pull them away so that I know what is left and if I've accidentally forgot to put something in there. So the next thing we want to do is fold in our strawberries, but I'm going to clean my beater off real good. Okay, now we're going to put in our strawberries. The recipe asks for 1 cup. I've got 2 cups cut up here right now. I'm going to put in the 1 just to see how it looks, and then I might add a little bit more. Whenever I'm using fresh fruit, I always like to have a little bit of extra. That way, if it's starting to look a little sparse, I already have some cut up ready to go. And I already see it looks like I'm going to want to use all of this. I just think that's going to be awesome to have all those beautiful fresh strawberries in. Next thing we want to do is fill our muffin cups. And my pieces of strawberry are pretty big. I mean, you can cut them much smaller than I did, but I just thought that would be fabulous to have some nice, big, beautiful pieces of strawberry in each muffin. The recipe says to fill up the muffin cups till they're almost full. And it looks like I'm going to have plenty of mix to do that. And I guess it all depends on what your definition of almost full is. I don't know if y'all can notice or not, but I'm using these silver muffin cups, my little paper muffin cups here. I've used them once before and they were super easy to get off of the muffins after I cooked them, which I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to be able to serve my beautiful muffins or cupcakes and things without paper on them. So it made it really nice to be able to peel off the paper before I served them. Now we got them. Uh-oh, this one's looking a little stingy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some of our beautiful white chocolate chips on top. And then we're going to stick these in the oven at 375 degrees for about 18 to 22 minutes. We want them to be a little bit brown, but not too terribly brown. And it's just like doing regular bread or like a cake. When you stick a toothpick in them, they should come out clean. I'm not putting too much chocolate on them because I do want them to have a nice fresh fruit taste, not all chocolate. I mean, you could just cover up the top if you wanted to. As per usual, I always like to do some little bite-sized muffin cups. Some little bite-sized muffins, so I'm gonna make me some little bite-sized ones. And these I might leave the chocolate off. I haven't decided yet. All right, and I'll bring you back and let you see how they look when they're all cooked. All right, here we are at the end. We've got them all nice and golden brown. Look there, we got a beautiful strawberry poking out of the top with our white chocolate chips. Take my paper off. I'm just going to pull that apart. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that is. Oh, that is beautiful. I think these turned out fantastic. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll keep making great bakes for you. And I'll catch you next time. Uh-oh. Oh no. Whew, that was a bit of a mess, but hey, I told you my channel should have been the messy cook.